This is Unity, and this is another Unity moment. I did a video about, it was a Black Business Spotlight, and in the Black Business Spotlight I featured this sister named Tamisha Diggs with Tamisha Artistry, and I had a giveaway, and the giveaway winner is She Loves Light. That's who won the dope earrings. And contact me, beloved, and I will ship them off to you. And I want to thank the sister for letting me feature her business on Black Business Spotlight. And also, if you a business and you want me to feature you on Black Business Spotlight, my contact information will be below. In that video, I talked about how powerful our hair was. And I talked about how powerful our hair was, and it was beautiful to see a sister doing images of Black women and women of color with beautiful afros and stuff like that. So a couple of my subscribers asked me, can I talk more about how our hairs connects with, I was saying something about the trees. It's really simple. It's because, you know, in this society, life is very simple, but people make it hard, and certain energies make it hard. So I'm just going to break it down really simple. Black people are the original people of this planet called Earth. And in my studies, one time, this whole place was called Asia. And I can get more into that. And we were connected to everything. If you're Christian, when you read the Bible, you know how they say that man had dominion over everything. Black people were connected, divinely connected, like a woman is connected to her child in her womb through her umbilical cord. That's how we were connected. And I know that this movie that I'm finna bring up is not true in a sense because it's a movie, but the essence of that movie is true because it was about us as a people. The movie Avatar. And on one of the scenes, Sigourney Weaver, they doing their little research, she said something, I can't remember exactly what she said, but I got the gist of what she said. She said that it's like their brains is connected to this planet, and that's why certain things, when you look at, I know I'm getting a little messy a little bit, but when you look at in certain cultures, especially Black cultures and native cultures, which majority of the time is Black or African or whatever you want to, call it. If they killed an animal or something like that, they respect it. And that's the same thing in the movie Avatar. And the reason why I'm going back to that, because some people can relate to that movie, when the fake the Avatar man, he didn't knew the connection that these beautiful original people to that land had to it. He was killing the thing, but even though she had to go on and kill it, she gave a prayer. And that's the same thing with our hair. The other day I was out and I seen remember I was telling y'all how the trees, if you look at black people hair, you see, and you look at the trees, you see a relations. My word is bond. On one street, I seen 3 different trees with 3 different textures. It was one with kind of wavy hair. It was another one like black power hair. It was real kinky. And there was another one in between. And when I'm gonna take some pictures of that, and I'm gonna show y'all that. I'm gonna do another part to this video. But when you are the original people of this earth, you're a reflection of things that's on this earth. That's why I have an issue when people throw trash on the ground, But the other thing, I thought I heard something. But the other thing I wanted to say is, when you are a people that is divinely connected to this earth, you had a people that came and they stripped us of all that energy. So if you have a native people, let's just say for this part of the world in America, that was living here, and not just like red, they was black too. Some was, but the original people of this native land was black, and they were Indians, as people call them, but they was natives. And if you have them and they have this connection, and you have another people that's coming in and they want to break that connection. So I'm finna move forward. So you got a time where we were enslaved, and people, I don't know if, well, I'm pretty sure they knew that we had a connection to the earth, but they would sit and say, "Ooh, them people they doing some voodoo." I don't really think they knew at the time. I think they knew now. They knew at the time. But as time went on, they knew the connection and the power that we had as a people to this earth, and our hair being one. Then as time went on, they came out with relaxers, as some people say relaxers, some people say curls, some people say jerry curls, all these chemicals to relax our powers. We as African, Moors, Asiatics, black people, native, whatever, Hebrew Israelites, whatever you feel you want to call people with melanin in their skin, we have a divine connection to this earth, and our hair is our antennas. Our hair is like energy sources to this earth. You know how some insects, they have their antennas and they can sense, or some cats, when they hear something they can sense. That's this. And when these alien beings came and enslaved us, as time went on, we start straightening our hair, and we start and my thing is, if you want to do that, you peace, because no matter if you do it, you still got powers. They just a little relaxed. And that's what I was going to say. When you get a relax or a perm or something, you relax your powers. We still, by us being melanated sun people, we have powers. We just got to activate them, because they've been through 400 years of slavery. And the beautiful part is, I grew up in the culture. I grew up around people that had natural hair. I'll be 40 years old in November, inshallah. And I was always around people with natural hair. So when I'm sorry, beloved, when this natural hair community came up, I already knew this stuff. Some of the excuse my language, some of the terminology and the 4C and all that, I don't know all that. I don't get wrapped up in all that. But if it works for y'all, praise be. But I think it's beautiful, because a lot of sisters and brothers don't really know that when you walking around with that, your natural hair and your melanin is charging. Let me make sure, because I think this, hold on. But your melanin is charging, your antennas is charging, and we as naturally black people, we are very intuitive. It's either, sometimes you think about a person and they call, you think about a person. We had it just like that. We had it so, it was, people say you psychic, we had it so clear at one time, because we were so connected to this earth. We didn't have cell phones and all that. It's so beautiful when you know your history as a people. If it's like when you hear people say knowledge yourself, when you know your knowledge yourself, it's like we as black people could be really great. And we are great. We just got to go through a cleansing of 400 years of slavery embedded in us. And it's the same way as a person done been through the Iraq war, and they got to get some psychological help. We need psychological help from the stuff that because it's the light skin, dark skin, the house nigga, field nigga. It's so much. So our powers has been relaxed. The beautiful part is these brothers and these young sisters with this natural hair now, they don't realize that their powers are being activated, and they don't even know it. They don't even know it. So, and even the sisters with the relaxers and all that, you still got powers, but they're relaxed a little, because you still can be intuitive to this beautiful earth. And it's simple as that. It's this sister that I'm gonna put a link to. I met her when I was a little girl, and they used to call her a witch. But I was so divinely connected to her. She was a very spiritual, beautiful sister. As a matter of fact, I put a picture of her on Facebook. I'm a little hype, y'all, but I love talking about stuff like this. But I put her picture on Facebook, and I put a link below. But she talks about our hair. And when I was a little girl, I had been like 6-7 years old, and she had like long nails and long toenails, and her hair was real long. And I was so connected to her at that time, and I know why now. And she passed in 2005, but she was a beautiful sister, and they call her the beach lady. And her great grandfather was like one of the first billionaires, and he made a beach for black people, and it was so many acres. But I'll do a video about her story, but I will put a link below and let y'all hear what she say about our hair. And that's coming from one of our ancestors. But our hair is sacred, and that's why when you see a lot of cultured women or modest women, or they have their hair covered, because it's just like a tree. Think about it. A lot of people ask me, Unity, how your locks grow so quick? This 5 years old. I don't mess with it that much. I rarely twist it. I don't really manipulate it like that. I keep it separated, but I really don't do too much to it. If you let it alone, it grow. And that's just like a tree. When it's the roots is covered with soil, and you could even see the through it is busting out, and it's coming through the concrete, because it's doing what it's supposed to do. But then in this society, they put concrete and they put all this stuff, and that's why sometimes you'll walk and you'll see the roots of a tree busting out the concrete. But and that's the thing, when it's covered like that, it grows better, and it's sacred. Our hair is sacred, and it's times where I covered my hair all the time, and inshallah, I have my moments when I cover it. I've been wearing head wraps and head pieces for a long time, and I do a little story and tell y'all why I relax my head pieces a little more now. But that's why you see a lot of people that's really like religious or spiritual, they keep their hair covered up, because they know. And you can't let everybody touch your hair too. It's so much. So inshallah, I'll do a part 2 to this video. Yeah, I will do a part 2 to this video, because I really want to show y'all some different pictures of different trees, and I want to put them with pictures with black women in their natural hair, so y'all can see how to relate. That'll be so cool. But I can go on and on about this, but inshallah, y'all got the gist of it, how we connected, and our hair is sacred. And it's a fashion. It could be a fashion, because we are fashionable people. Look at our culture, look at our history, look at Nefertiti, look at Hatshepsut, and all the beautiful queens and kings of not just Africa, but all over the world. We're some regal. We come from greatness, and we high class by nature. We just gotta get this psychological slavery thing out our system, or how it's no unity. She thinks she better because she light skinned, she ugly because she dark skinned, she did, all that come from slavery. And then just it's affect us as Africans here in America. It affect the whole world, because if you go to India, dark skin is bad. If you go to South America, so anything is dark is bad. They did their job. Like Dead Prayers say, everywhere the white man go, he caused misery all throughout history. Look it up. The whole world got to be re-educated, So I'll be back, y'all beloved. Salam, salam.